to drink some water? You had some orange juice, huh? There's some water. Let me drink that and fill it up. And I'll fill it up when I go drink some right now. Some water? Like attracts like. And we're 70% water. I don't know why people think that bad things ain't gonna happen if they don't drink water to replenish their, what they are. Human beings don't even know what they are. They don't. You want to go for it, bud? You go back here. Stanley. I'm surprised he's like all blissed out because he's kind of mad because we were only outside for a couple minutes, but I did let him out. I think he's just like, I went outside. It was glorious. It was glorious, miss. The breeze. Oh, it's so wonderful. But then he took it upon himself to just go to where, like, the farthest edges of the yard, the perimeter, as fast. So I was like, nope. We're going to go in and do a talk. Where are my notes? I have notes. Okay. Let's see. How you doing, Ma? Mommy. You alright? Need some more water? That's you.
My picture?
That's you. It even has a little pink sweater on it. With a big old heart and a big old smile with rosy cheeks.
Aww.
Best mom in the world. That's you. Because you got past your stuff, huh?
That's so cute.
You didn't keep treating people the same way because you were hurt. That's what I'm trying to... That's what my mom's teaching me. You want to go over there? Here. Want the fan on? There you go, bud. There he goes. There he goes. Comfy spot. Comfy spot. There's always the sweet spot. I wonder who told me that story when I was little. The ant and the grasshopper? Or the grasshopper and the ant? Remember Howard? Maybe it was Howard.
I think
That old dude that had that dog, that his dog Samson kept knocking his fence down?
yeah.
There you go, buds. There you go, buds.
Oh, this feels good.
And the dog would knock the fence down, he'd build it up,
Yeah.
knock the fence down, build it up. He's the one that introduced me to shining rocks and geology and stuff. So I've been tracking since I was like 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
That's how broad my spectrum is. I've been keeping track of this stuff for a long time. So, see if I can get him comfortable here. What's the matter? Where's his rag? I need to get his rag. going, Luna? Oh, I just feel disheveled. Just always disheveled. Here, let me put this around and help me keep me cool. So sad. Oh, wait. Oh. Can I keep the coolness? He said, Mom, it keeps me in the coolness, Mom. Coolness, Mom. You look badass, bud. Alright, hey, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And, boy, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got supply chain stuff. Car went into the shop on Wednesday. Actually, and then I got a call later, Wednesday, and the lady said, well, Marge, we were supposed to get the part on Monday, and it didn't come. So I reordered it, and then it was supposed to come on Tuesday, and it didn't come. And my shop car is already there, and she's like, so hopefully we'll get it today. And then so drop it, you know, and then they're going to do the work on it and stuff, and I already paid for it because she called back to get a deposit because they want a deposit for anything over $1,000, and I was like, well, let me just pay for it now, so I've got one less thing to think about. And then hey, Mental Pancakes, what up? And so that's Monday. The parts weren't here Tuesday, and then so Wednesday it's like 12:30, and it was only 8 hours worth of work. And so I already went down the list of probabilities why I haven't gotten a call to come get my vehicle yet. I'm like, I bet they didn't get the parts yet. There you go. Anyway, and so the lady calls me back at like 3:30, and she's like, I'm so sorry, Marge, because I'm big on customer service. Like, give me fucking updates, because that's the person I was. I'm the updater, so fuck it. I golden rule, treat me the way I want to be treated, you know, treat me the way. And so she's like, I'm really sorry, I'm all by myself. I'm like, that's cool, Don. I understand, you know, just explain to me, just let me know, you know. I can handle any situation like that. It's when people just make you sit and wait. That shit's just so fucking rude. Like, their time matters, but yours don't. I'm just like, oh, you know, poor customer service. That's why the planet is, society's flushing, because people just don't know how to be fucking decent human beings anymore. And so it was, and she said, in that part, she's like, I ordered it twice, and they kept canceling it, and so I had to go to a different, I would have gone out to a different distributor after they canceled it the first time. That's just me, but, you know, whatever, live and learn. And so she had to go through somebody else, and hopefully it'll be there today. I'm like, man, dude. And I said, parts are getting hard to get, huh? I said, that's why I'm getting all this work done, so I don't have to worry about it. Because I ain't gonna go drive hundreds of thousands. Dude, that ain't the planet no more. And people that are still doing that, you're running away from yourselves, as far as I'm concerned. Anybody that's going off to travel to find peace, you're running away from your fucking self, dude. Because you don't need a freaking paid vacation and call it a spiritual freaking pilgrimage. It's a vacation, you know? Because are you washing anybody's feet? Are you cleaning up shit? Are you doing anything stinky and gross to make freaking people's lives that already shit any better? No. Then fuck you. You're on a vacation. You know, with your conferences in Egypt. They're all the same, man. I can't find other people like me. I've been looking. Most people just I keep hearing people tell stories about these spiritual giants, and these are not giants but spiritual warriors. These people, they're warriors. I said, I've been fucking living this shit. You know, like, ooh, you want to know what people, you know, who knows what you know they're talking about? Listen to the people that had near death experience. I said, which one? Which one do you want to hear about? Because I got like lots. You know, electrocution, drowning, death by 1,000 cuts. No, that well, maybe not in this incarnation, but I did used to picture like. Anyway, that's for another talk. So, things I wanted to talk about today: scarcity, scarcity, and living within your means. Because people don't. There's so many people can't afford the shit that they got. They freaked out. They're freaking out because they're like, how am I gonna keep the things that I have? Because they equate the value of themselves as a human being as measured with the quantity of bullshit that they have. And the fact is the measure of a quantum is the how big your and broad spectrum your spirit is, because you're a spiritual being having a human experience. So when people like all the astrologers do it, oh, here's some useful information, now come over here and pay for the good stuff. It's like they're all like the bard in Pinocchio, you know what I mean? Oh, here's a little taste, come over here. Here's a taste, pay for my overhead. Here's a taste, pay for my buses so I can travel everywhere and show everybody what a good human being I am for only charging $500 for readings. Fucking dude, there's so many people that like, but you know how people are living now, Mom? People are living where they gotta like calculate how much money they spend, and they really gotta be practice, like they gotta pay attention because the money ain't there. That's how we lived for years, and nobody gave a fuck, right? Nobody came to our rescue. There were so many times that we were hungry. There were no summer program lunches for us, you know. So it's just like I look how I turned out. I turned out okay. So I guess what my point is, the world doesn't need all that shit except to learn how to take care of your physical self, and then it makes your mind healthier. And then you want to do stuff for other people that can't do for themselves. And that's pretty much what we're supposed to be doing on planet Earth. And keeping planet Earth green and vibrant and clean, you know. But what people didn't do that. No, they didn't. So the dues are coming back around. People are going to pay their dues. And people are still living that best life. How much destruction has happened in the last freaking 3 months on this planet, like where the earth changes, fires, you know, but they're still meeting and helping those human traffickers at the College World Series. They're still living that same cycle where the dark, you know. I can't wait until that is absolved. When I worked at Creighton University, Jay Rummel, he still works there, I bet. Jay Rummel, yeah, he was just another douchey boss I had. That let freaking other douchey dudes fucking be douches to me. Just because they're all, you know, part of the bro club. And he explained to me, because they call their IT department at Creighton, the Department of IT. Oh. And for short, it's do it. Do it. Because that's the mentality of these fucking people, like 15-year-old boys. Do it. And I remember them explaining how, okay, College World Series in town. This is into a room of freaking like 150 tech nerds, you know. We got to lock down the freaking wireless, the guest wireless network, because every year they try to use our networks and all the wireless for the human trafficking that comes with the College World Series. I mean, this stuff is college knowledge, and common knowledge, and they talk about it you know, and it's just like, that's not weird. Like, why don't you try and stop the human traffickers? Why don't you try to use your you know, all your resources for good? Put your, you know, Creighton stops human trafficking IT department, you know. Just talk about it, move on, and then go sit in the bleachers. The HR pay, you know, because, you know, if you're on I don't know how many times I got to turn down fucking shit like that. Because I'd rather stay back at work than be a part of that crap. I never once went to the College World Series because it's all fucking false idols. It's all resources. Just look at this instead of helping there. All of it is. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about today's, I called it whatever I called today's talk. Grasshopper and the Ant. It's based on a story. This is just on Wikipedia, because it was different than when I was little. I mean, I just remember, I remember getting told like a long drawn out, like, I don't know. basically, in the shell of a nut, the ant and the grasshopper, 373 in Perry Index of Fables, region Greece, Aesop's Fables by Aesop, I don't know. Even in classical times, however, the advice was mistrusted by some as an alternate story representative in an ant's industry, whatever. The fable concerns a grasshopper, in the original a cicada, that has spent the summer singing and dancing while the ant or ants in some versions worked up to store food for the winter. When the winter arrives, the grasshopper finds himself dying of hunger and begs the ant for food. However, the ant rebukes its idleness and tells it to dance the winter away now. And that's exactly how I've been my whole life. I'm just like, dude, the world, you got to prepare yourself for certain things. And people ain't done it. They just continue to freaking earn more and more money with earning that best life. And now we're getting to a point where it's going to be winter. And there's all these gonna people that don't even know, don't feed them. They don't know. They're just, there's unept. There's so much unept. There's so many unept people on the planet. They do not know how. And it's like, I love Mom more than I know how to love anything, I think. I'm sure. The fact is Mom can't take care of herself. And if it wasn't for me, Mom probably would have left this planet a long time ago. Huh, Mom? You think so? It's not that much fun, you know? Because we need to take care of people the way people need to be taken care of, not the way it makes the administrative people comfortable. I mean, we're serving the wrong people, man. The wrong people get the perks and the benefits. The people that aren't earning stuff. Oh, my lordy. The shift is well underway. Whatever false imposed reality that we've been given in, ultimately, it's being shattered. What good is beachfront property? Blue oceans. Oh, it's so enticing. Can't go in it. Things in there are going to eat you. You know, people like set themselves up, stepping on other human beings all along the way just to get what they want and shit on all these other people. And guess what? As you get to places with that perfect view, can't fucking use it. Yeah, it's karma. Whatever energy people put out comes back, man. And this country has been responsible for putting out some nasty bro, swinging wiener, might is right, do as I say, all that crap. All that misogynistic freaking LD energy. And causing harm in places it's all people all over the place. They're paying their dues. How you doing, Mom? I'm doing pretty good. We're doing pretty okay. Whereas like what do people think is gonna happen when they have all I follow a lot of mechanical social media sites, maintenance stuff. I have that kind of mind. I've been listening to just like fix-it videos on car videos just as I walk around because I'm not really digging anything else right now. So, but at least I'm like, I'm hearing videos on like how to change an air conditioner compressor in a 2000 Suburban, you know, and I'm picturing the parts in my head and stuff like that. You know, all these people talk about these special abilities. These abilities that the new human Allison Coe was talking about, they're going to have. I'm like, dude, this is the shit I've been living my whole life of like seeing in the dark. People are going to see in the dark, I heard somebody say. I said, how long have I been walking through places with my eyes closed? I go through a couple times and then I can just walk through with my eyes closed because I can still see the place through my eyes, because that's what happens when your third eye is activated. But you don't get your third eye activated the cheater way by being slothful and lazy. You think people think they're gonna have a freaking fine-tuned, freaking clear connection with spirit, with vessel, with all that extra preservatives that you're carrying around on you? Holding all of those hurt feelings that you've had for years and years and years without ever having to process. Instead, you're just going to take it out on other people and make other people's lives miserable. People think that the benefits are going to come flowing and all the abundance. Yeah, it might, but it ain't going to stay, because it's of the dark heart that shit goes away. I want to talk about good versus evil. It's really all subjective, I think. I consider myself to be a good person because I don't ever do the things that my mind says do it. All those like mean, hurtful things that people did to them, no, I tried to, I still have my mouth. I talk shit, but I will never put my hands on another human being out of anger first. I will defend myself. So, I used to, when I was a little kid, I just like, you know how people like do the thing where they like pinch somebody's head, you know? Head pinch. Or they imagine like an anvil or something dropping on them. And then I came to a conclusion that that's not good orderly direction. But I couldn't stop all the way because I just didn't know what to do with my anger that I would come upon people that were so ill-willed. And so instead of becoming ill-willed out of my own anger, what I would do is like I would imagine like cartoon stuff happen to them, like Wile E. Coyote and stuff like that, you know, stuff that wouldn't really happen. And so you know, I think there's the people that just go around and because there's nobody who's 100% good, and more people that act like they're really really goody two shoes. The Nelly Olsons, they always got the shadow side, so I don't know who they think they're fooling. And then but see, I don't act out. I don't act out on my anger. And I look around all the world, man. People are I saw like a little Toyota Camry. This thing was like a 25 years old, right? Gold Toyota, just backed up or hit it, backed up, was just to a gas truck. Like, people are just so unhinged every day. I just see more stories of how people are just don't have that emotional control. They either they don't got that voice in their head that says don't blow everybody up with your car, or they just have it and they override it with their self-will and their desire of wanting to cause harm because they're hurt. Because we all got evil. I mean, there's people all the time I would love to just, boom, put my elbow in their throat. Or, you know, there's lots of people, because I was taught, you know what, people would hit me, and I would get so in line. I'll do whatever you want. Just don't hurt me anymore. Right? Just, okay. Because my dad, he used to do this thing in here that he would pinch so hard. One time I saw stars. Like I was like, whoa. Like, people know how to hurt people to get them how to act, right? And then what happened is I got to a point that I wouldn't let people know what they did hurt me. Like, do whatever you want. Like, you think you can hurt me? Well, these are all the things that have happened to me in my life. So no, what you think that you are capable of? No. No, you are not the herder of me. You know? But it's just hurtful to see how other human beings treat other human beings. That's hurtful. So, and we are moving into a place where money isn't going to be enough. You can have all the money in the world, but if somebody thinks you're a douchebag, you're gonna, I mean, because people are just going to be continued to be like known for their reputation. And people don't want to work with people that are that have dark hearts and that are evil and that like to cause harm to people, or just they're only about money and their work ethic is shit. Lustful heart. Something that I talk about here that I don't hear other people talk about is that when people do freaking weird shit to you when you're a kid, it turns on parts of your body as a kid that aren't supposed to be turned on until you're an adult. So a lot of people out there have been hypersexualized from a very young age. And that's what happened to me. I just learned that going around and passing myself around like a 7 tradition basket, it is not good orderly direction. And me going around and freaking, swapping, I don't know. I guess it's probably cool that I don't like other people. But anyway, when I was growing up, I did have a lustful heart. And when I went to drinking and carrying on and doing all that stuff, it gave me permission to live from my lustful heart. Where I'm just going to do whatever I want, whenever I feel like it, and I don't care what anybody says or does, or if it causes harm to them. It's not my problem. You hot, bud? How did that fan not get turned on? There. We'll take that off in just a second. Okay? Let me take it off now. Oh boy. I just wanted to see what it was, my little mug nugget. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, you don't like it. Anyway. So, it took a lot of years to figure it out, but I'm so old-fashioned. I'm one of those people like you court first, like you hang out with somebody like 3 months before you even think about doing anything. Because as far as I'm concerned, and this is something that I don't know where it came across, but I took it on a long time ago because I take things on as part of who I want to be, and that thing is everybody on the planet is somebody else's wife or their husband. So I don't got to think about them in any kind of other way than just in a friendly manner. And that takes all of the other stuff away. That look at how much people ruin their lives because they get confused about how the roles of who they are in people's worlds. Huh. So it makes it nice. Totally makes it nice. Hey, hippie, opium. That somebody else belongs to somebody else. And that just totally makes things easier. Yeah, lose your mind. It's okay. I mean, you can imagine whatever you want. Just don't act on it. That's the thing, is that's what people get twisted. Good orderly direction is the God that I serve. And that doesn't, I mean, that don't mean causing harm. My God doesn't have me kill people. My God doesn't have me doing weird stuff and sacrificing anything. My God doesn't perpetuate any hierarchical bullshit that says just let your cousin have that job. This person over here is way more qualified. They have a lot more experience, but fuck all that shit. My God don't have no world place in on my planet for that stuff. It's free will. People are like, I heard a voice. It told me to. Do you know that hurting people is wrong? Yeah, I know that. Then why would you shut that? Go to jail. Go to jail. If you're doing things to cause harm, go to jail. Above freaking speaking your own opinions, because nobody should ever have to go to jail for freaking words that come out of their mouth when freaking I'm following this little this legal monstrosity, and because all judges are like that. I've been talking about that for a year. Like all you have to do, rub a judge along the way, and they could be like, I'm holding you in contempt and throw you in jail. That is no power that any fucking human being that has never fucking changed a goddamn tire or cleaned a toilet or done their, like, they don't get to have that power. Fuck all of them as far as I'm concerned. So that's good versus evil. I mean, even all these goody two-shoes that are going out there, oh, I'm just loving light and ignoring all the grossness. Just ignoring it? No, I know all that there bad things happen, but I'm not going to look at it. Well, if you're not going to look at it, then that's you ignoring it. And if you're not, that's not going to do anything for the people that have to live in the darkness. So they too are going to see theirs. And more shit that I've been talking about 7 years is coming. More is coming out. Like, how many fucking social media people are dying just because they don't have any common sense? The newest one is the young girl in freaking Colorado probably recorded her own death, that she set up a camera so she could play with her little dog in the stream without even considering currents. This is shit that, because I almost died when I was a kid learning these lessons. And then I kept track of all the people in my close proximity. Oh, they didn't learn their lesson. You know, like, oh. They ain't learning. They ain't learning. They ain't learning. They ain't learning. You know, they ain't learning. What's he doing? Is he licking you? What are you doing? Can you sit up for a second? Oh, he figured it out. You little shit. He's so smart. That new one's coming. Alright, come on. Good boy. Go ahead. Go sit there by Luna. Come on. Let's go over there. Come on. Let's go. Good over there. Oh boy. I'll go, girl. We're just going to turn on the vent though. All right. But that's the thing is, like, if you've gone through your life just getting that best life and doing all the things you want to do, while so many people along the way, like you're passing all these people that you could have helped, what do people think is going to happen when they need help? They're going to get what they gave. So if you didn't fucking help people along the way, you're going to come to a point where you're really going to fucking need it. It ain't going to be there because you're going to get what you give. How many people are freaking out about that? There's so many people freaked out, like, about so much. Just like, what are you doing to counter the fear? What action are you taking to alleviate that fear? You know? What are they doing? People are afraid to have a heart attack and die. Why don't they go out and walk around a little bit? You know? That's what I'm not fit because I want to be fit. I'm not fit because I'm fit because I don't want the alternative of what happens when I sit. When I sit and do nothing, it hurts so much worse than when I move around. So that's why I move around, because it hurts worse when I don't. And I'm surrounded in a world full of people that would just rather sit there and make it worse, and then they feel worse and they never want to do better. It's so disingenuous. It's just like fraud, fake. Everywhere I look, fake, fraud. Look, it's another fake, false for profit. Well, they act like they care. You know, and I'm seeing on TikTok more people that care about other people in real life than I am in freaking any other place I ever seen. Is coming across my FYP. So that's good news, but that more people, that's where their good ideas come from. You know, everyone's talking about like this industrial revolution, this like this next age where all this technology and all this stuff is just going to sprout up. I say, you know why it's going to sprout up? Because the people with the good ideas aren't going to be repressed anymore. Maybe we're gonna get and have a say, even though we're surly and salty. But we have good ideas too, and we aren't gonna be silent. So your stupid cousin can have a job that has a bachelor in freaking arts up their butt, and nepotism, and associates in nepotism. That's what all there. I mean, I talk about New Mexico because that's the state in which I live. If you go back 7 years, I talk about plenty of the corruption in Oregon because that was the state in which I live. And when I was in Arizona and Nebraska, I talked about all the corruption there too. I've been talking about this for years and years and years while people just keep living that bus life. And now, winter's coming. People didn't do the work. I'm so glad I was told that story when I was such a little impressionable little Asperger's, little autistic, whatever, nacho nerd, like little, just do the work. Because I would sit there and think, like, Marge, it's not gonna get done if you don't. I mean, my whole life, my that's the voice in my head. Get up and do it. Don't be lazy. Get up and do it. Do the work first and then play. But the thing is, I always found more work to do. Oh, New Mexico is absurd, dude. New Mexico is so ridiculous because they're just fucking duh. They're so duh here. Oh my gosh. You see, that's the thing. I try to meet people where they are. To see if they're willing to come to where I can be. And they never are. So they're shallow. They're shallow, and they're never going to rise above shallow. And the mayor for Taos is also like on all these committee board of director chairs for half of the fucking nonprofits that get all the grants in Taos. It's just all a fucking convoluted game of bullshit, and you can't speak out against it to them because then they'll say, "You're decorum, you lack decorum." And I'm like, I don't want no decorum. You can suck it, you little bitch. Because that's all that they are, little bitches, man. They're all little, none of them can do anything practical. They just say their words, type out their words on their keyboards, say this, get this concert to come to town. It's all business, and money is about to go away in the way that we all thought it was. So Earth's changing, man. People can pretend like it's not and keep doing keep freaking celebrating the pride and the envy and all those false for profit holidays. Your mom told me a long time ago. Well, you did that on you, sir. Long time ago. Best thing I can do is learn how to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. And quite frankly, my whole life has been uncomfortable. And ain't a whole lot of people step up and get, "Oh, Marge, you're doing such a great job. Oh, let me carry you. Let me do this while you can just," that I didn't know none of that. And for all those people out there right now that figuring out that your parents were people before they were your parents, that's a rude awakening, isn't it? See, because when I was born, I never saw my parents as parents. I saw them as people with all their flaws and all their shadow and all their darkness and their light. They had their own shit because they're people. And I grew up that way, looking at people as people, not as the labels that people give them that inflate them and make them better people. Nah. Just because my Greg Hessick, my father, is my father, doesn't make him my dad. And then they tell you, listen to your father, listen to the masculine, listen to your God, the man. And I'm just like, Ain't none of them done me no favors, led me to no good. But God, good orderly direction, do the right thing, don't cause harm. You know, all that stuff that goes. You don't have to even lead to fucking porn if you just don't cause harm. If you just don't cause harm, it doesn't even lead to all that other shit. You don't even see that other shit if you just stay down here with being a decent human being. I think that's it. Money won't be enough. Lustful heart. Good versus evil. Getting comfortable and discomfort. Scarcity and supply chain. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.